And we're live. Hello, everybody. Happy, 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 happy. Oh, another whole earth year. I don't know where it went. I don't know what I'm feeling today, to be quite honest. But thank you so much for everybody popping in and sending so much love to me. I feel it so much. I'm so grateful for this beautiful family. And I came back from the shops and I just jumped into Victor's. It was Victor's space. It was just so wonderful to know that I have this beautiful family that I think pretty much any time of the day I can actually just pop in and say hi. And very often there's the whole day and just pouring love at everybody else. We really have a very, very little wave of love, big wave of love going on here in our little family. So thank you so much, everybody, and thank you so much for such beautiful blessings and wishes. And I was not going to have a birthday until 2061 when I'll be 100. But hey, you made it special, and I really treasure some of those extraordinarily beautiful messages. Thank you so much. And a beautiful new week. And I honestly don't know how I'm feeling. I'm cold. I'm very cold. But that they say is also energy. Thank you. Thank you so much, Josh. I really get it. Thank you, Millie. Thank you, Millie. Oh, thank you so much, everybody. And Kini, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. The only thing I do know is my hair got very white this year. It was more grey at the beginning of the year. It's grown also very long. Also, I don't want to cut it for a while. So they're just very, very, very cold. They say my hands are freezing. They say that that's when energy comes in. When we're releasing, we tend to get very hot. But when we're getting energy in, we tend to get very cold. It's that cold energy. Just assimilating. I feel that lots of things will start pumping out tomorrow, and I think after all this hype and with so much energy that is putting on the planet, it's quite interesting that so many people are just resting and just recalibrating and just letting the unearthing of all these interesting things come out onto the world. Let's see how the world takes it in big doses. Yeah, a lot. That was with Hitler that he did that. They're going to the South American government. Is it Argentina? They're going to release the papers there that he stayed there until the 60s, along with many others. But that was interesting because somebody told me, because I know that they all dashed off to South America after the war, and they had reconstructive surgery. A lot of stuff was done. What was that? But they had a very long. There's a huge German community that was already there in Argentina. One of my teachers, one of my lecturers at the time told me about that. And we found that a lot of German people are married to Argentinian women. Yeah. I think it goes back to chocolate and coffee, and slavery. That there were more slaves in. Thanks, Millie, for all the beautiful birthday wishes. That there were more. Oh, Yolanda, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Will you be safe out there today, my love? I hope you've got some sunshine to sparkle. But be safe. Yeah. So there's a lot of interesting disclosure, and how much. I do. That's kind of where I'm interested in very much, because Germans talk about it. They just tell you that you're crazy. For a look, about the technology that he took from India and from Tibet. But that will come out as well. And apparently that I just heard that the British actually closed it all up. Thanks, Victor. Appreciate it. Mr. Trista, I love it. Thank you. Oh, it started raining, Dale. Oh. Oh, happy Krista Day. Oh, that's so beautiful. Thank you. And Kebe, I'm going to send you my birth date. So that would be, I haven't had a reading for my astrology for decades now. So I just feel it's hugely a big time. It's a big time of newness, and I want to have a look where we're going. Thank you, Yolanda. I really appreciate it. I'm going to sleep so beautifully with so many blessings tonight. Thank you so much. No, I'm not seeing my son today. It's very complicated. He's got to travel 4 hours every day. So I will maybe see him over the weekend. And Angela, and this is just so beautiful. I'm just going to receive all this beautiful stuff. Oh, we're glad we haven't had rain for a while, and I'm quite happy that we've had sunshine for 3 weeks, which is like, I think that was summer. Yeah. Just basking in beautiful golden energies. Nothing hectic like I've seen before, just very, very mellow. Breathing a lot. This is what I really feel it's really important. There's a huge amount of purging going on. I walk around with my disposable unit in front of me, and stuff comes up and I just throw it into that vortex. But there's a lot of purging going on. And as Josh was talking about meditations and whatever you call them, yeah, just go with reputable people. I don't like to listen to too much AI generated voices. Yeah, they kind of ask the real people. So oh, okay, Linda. I am very blessed. I am extremely blessed. We're all blessed. We're all blessed. We're all here, and we're all this side of the line, receiving all this amazing energy, which they say it's pumped up, but I really don't feel it so hugely at the moment. I'm just in a very low space. Just breathing a lot of energy up and down my spine whenever I can remember, when I'm walking, when I'm just in the house cleaning up, just working with this energy like a little scrubbing brush, because that's awakening the Kundalini and awakening the channels. And I can feel it, that it's kind of it's moving, and it's kind of stuck below heart. So I need to do some energy. Yeah. So that's one of the biggest things. That was one of Yogananda's things, that as much as you can, just think into your third eye. And for Yogananda, Paramahansa Yogananda, and the whole Kriya Yoga thing, it's about a science. Sorry, I just want to just hold on a second. Sorry. Legs. Sorry, everybody. I removed myself from my blessed birthday wish from my son. Yeah, shame, it's like quite radical for him at the moment. He has got another apartment nearby, but he moved to a place called Hanover, and he works at a place called Oldenburg, which is 2 hours by train. So it's 2 hours there and 2 hours back, which is it's very complicated because his girlfriend's doing her master's, and not every university carries that degree that she's doing. So she's in Hanover. So anyway, so it's like 4 hours on the train every day is crazy just to get to work and back. But yeah, poor kid. Which book did you get? I'm always interested when people talk about books. Yolanda, what book did you get? I was being extremely nosy. Yeah, as I say, I'm very, 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 very mellow today. Oh, the Yogananda. Yes, yes. It's beautiful. Did you read it? Oh, and then there's really another really nice one, which really kind of that tweaked my interest even more to then really sit and listen to it. I listened to it. Thank you, Chloe. Mwah. I received all these beautiful sparkling crystal messages and wishes with absolute bliss. Thank you. May they rain down upon me. Thank you. I shall digest them for dinner with the stars tonight. There's another very, very interesting book called Biography of a Yogi of Paramahansa Yogananda. It's by a guy, I think his name's Philip. His first name's Philip Goldberg. Do write it down. He's not a Yogananda groupie. For anybody to read, it was just really interesting how he's done a very deep dive into how Hinduism and yoga and transformed the West and the influence it had in general on the West. But when he read the book, and he said, no, there's like huge chunks missing, you know, like what happened in between those years. So he filled in all the things, and yeah, it's yeah. I didn't read the book. I just listened to his very in-depth interview. So you can also maybe listen to his interview. The name is Philip, I think, with 2 L's, but I remember his name's like Whoopi Goldberg, so that's definitely right there. So he did a very, very, very interesting into Yogananda. But that was very, very science what he does, and that's what I was talking about. To think as much as to do at least 3 ohms every day, but like with feeling. That's what I'm also doing a lot. Om, om, om. I'm just doing my own thing, a little bit of my normal meditation, but I'm just saturating myself in gold at the moment. I was also looking at, I don't have him up here right now. I will post him up, or I'll put him up tomorrow. That Tibetan Ganesha, because a lot of the Hindus say just sit with the pictures. The pictures tell you what you need to do and what they're offering you. And that one that I was working with yesterday, that red one, which is the one of the proper Tibetan ones. Some of them have like 5 heads and 11 arms, but he was quite simple. And I'm just like, I don't know about a lot of you out there, but for me right now, I'm feeling very simple. I feel something very big, and I know I've got lots of stuff to do, but something very big and interesting is bubbling and about to open up. But I just want to keep it really simple. I have so much stuff which I love to share with you, but my work is kind of big but simple, if you understand what I mean. Yeah, but that picture has just got the axe, which is, I think, just to cut. It's, for me, it's just to cut. It's got a mandala, not a mandala, the mala beads or the rosary beads, which is devotion and prayer. What's in the other hand? I know the one's got yummy, delicious, tasty treats, because he likes to eat his sweet cakes. I can't remember what was in the 4th one, but that was just enough for me. I thought, because I'm very, very harsh on myself, and I need to just like ease up and enjoy just simple things. Yeah, I've always been very, very harsh on myself. I come from having a German father. So that is going to be very interesting. They were doing huge stuff. I've done quite a deep dive into that. I don't know where or how or where or if I'll share. Also, being in Germany, I have to be a little careful. They just recently passed a law But it's not, it's always been there. You know, like if you drive along the freeway and you say and you've got a people driving badly in front of you and you tell them they're crazy, they will take your number and you will be arrested. Okay. But that I heard of in the 70s or the 80s, my father told me. But they've just recently, and then they had a little thing about it where and everybody in Germany knows about it. Like if you ask anybody, yes, we know about it. So especially with social media, that if you, well, even in with people, it's a bit of a harsh law, but it is what it is. If you gossip about somebody or you badmouth them, they can come and arrest you. You can go to jail for gossiping about people. And if you are putting bad comments, negative comments onto social media, they will almost definitely arrest you, and the fine will be even worse. And they will come and they will knock on your door and they will confiscate your computer and most probably your phone as well. So it's a little hectic. Yeah, I know it is crazy. Hey, it's got the stamp of a lot of stuff on it, but yeah. And yes, congratulations, Chloe. Isn't that just awesome? You've got a lot of work ahead of you to photograph all of those. Hey, Karen, thank you. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I'm glad the ears are okay. Earache is one of the worst. So yeah, so I have to be a little bit careful. The Germans do know absolutely everything about you. Yeah, it just is what it is. Oh. But that is a little bit of a wild law. Before, when I stayed here and I drove, I used to just laugh at myself and laugh at them quite a lot as well. But I actually had my parking space stolen once, and I went to the police station and I reported my parking space. Yeah, it was a little more complicated than that, because the guy was quite threatening, and he was threatening me. He had this like lariat with Polizei on it, and he had actually stolen my parking place on, you know, one of those Saturday morning things. And because I had the police on my door a few months earlier, because they thought somebody had said that I pushed a trolley into their car, and they'd taken my number plate and they tracked my car down to where I lived, and they came and they spent hours measuring every little bump and ding on my car. I don't know, I bought it secondhand. I honestly don't know. I don't even shop there, and I thought, oh God, that's where I work. So I parked in the parking lot, and because I had like a very zippy little red car, they must probably thought I was a young person. But yeah, that's Germany for you. Yeah, they will. Yeah. So I have to be a little careful. But yeah, I have made quite a deep dive into the space exploration that they want to get, and the technology that they took. And that was just something really, I just saw now that the whole of CERN is actually built on technology of Indian technology, and it's actually in one of the temples that almost that exact thing of CERN, that circle and all those rays going off. So they've definitely been using, but that's it. You know, this is part of my big thing that I really have, is to protect this stuff, and to hopefully that it doesn't go into the wrong hands, because yeah, it's knowledge. Knowledge in itself is neither good nor bad, but how we use it. Yeah. Yeah, congratulations and wonderful, Josh. Thank you so much for doing that for Chloe. So what I'm going to do, so we purge, so just allow that. Anybody else purging around here? Or is it just, I say I'm very mellow. I'm a little, what is the ascension all about? You know, you're going, the fifth chakra, the throat, absolutely. Yes. I looked at the card and just saw Oh, sorry, I read very slowly. I've got like only 3/4 of an hour. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you very much for that. I really, really appreciate sharing that. Yeah, I need to do writing. I need to share. I'm going to share these with you. I did them quite a while ago, and I'm not quite sure how I'm going to manage to manifest. I'm going to put them into a book form for now on Amazon, so that should hopefully be up by next week and available. And then I would like to have the cards, but I'd like to get like 5 packs printed, and maybe I'd do them in order and ask beautiful Chloe, send them to Chloe, poor Chloe, she's right here, if she would then distribute them from her, because for me from Germany, it's going to cost me so much to send them. And these aren't the only cards, so we must talk, Chloe. Sorry, I've been like really weird with the time change. Now we've got the time change. So these are, and what is also very interesting is that ChatGPT doesn't create like this anymore. So I don't know why. They've changed the whole modality of creating. I thought it was just me, but it's not me. So before we look at these beautiful cards, and they have all their meanings that I've worked really hard on. I was very lucky when I went to the States. I lived in America, California for a while. St. Louis. A lot of books, a lot of things were just coming out at that time, but those beautiful animal cards that Adam works with, the Jamie Sands ones, they had just come out and I had a signed copy of them. And I just gobbled them up. I just gobbled lots of stuff when I went to California, to Los Angeles, because it was definitely like the spiritual capital of the world. I was gobble, 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 gobble. Yeah. And I had this library, which I just read, I think pretty much no, there's still more, but I read like a heck of a lot. I would take up 25 books every 2 weeks. And yeah, I can read fast. There was once upon a time, as some very wise African person said to me in Africa about my eyes. He said, hey Mama, I think those eyes have just seen too many wonderful things. That's why they've gone funny. So these are animal cards. So that's why I've like put a lot of like energy into their meanings. If you particularly want an animal card, I will send you your own one with the meaning, but I'm going to put them into a little book which will be available on Amazon. I'm not sure, it'll be about 15 euros or something. I hope it won't be too much. So here we go. And as I said, ChatGPT, so it's almost like artwork, yeah? And I must actually discuss it with PG as well, because the way that we were creating for a while, it doesn't exist anymore. So it's almost like a cap on it. So it's kind of maybe in a way got its own value. So enjoy this beautiful portal. It's what I'm also doing, feeding right now. It's just looking after the animals, keeping things as steady as possible. I think there's a lot of people like rushing in to do transformation right now and having an awakening, and I don't know, what are other people? Oh, well, hello, 11 of us. What a blessing. What are you guys being called to do? Feed me, help me, share with me. I'm just keeping things stable. I know PG is rushing off out there on different dimensions. Sam's, yeah. They were absolutely beautiful. Yeah. Tell me, I've got like my whole life was in storage for 5.5 years, and now it's not that I don't want it, but do I want it? So I've had to work with little pen and paper and half a computer and 40% of my eyes. Oh God, it's like totally ridiculous. It's tiny little. Anyway, this is this incredible portal, and you can write comments because I can't see. And then, oh, please put your names. We want to do and just let me know what days you think suits you best. So I will put a link on Discord for us that we do this birthing session. So I can have 6 people as guests on StreamYard because I just think Petey's bunny. They're like antenna. Hey? Did you see his wine? I loved his wine. Pickle and banana and pickle wine, WHINE, limited edition. That was really, really cute. Yeah. What was I going to say? Yeah. So we can do it tomorrow or Thursday. So let me know in the chat if you want to join the chat, and we'll do the birthing session. So we can talk about our births, our births, our children's births, how we got their names. I think it will just be really awesome. So pop your name in the chat, and then, as I say, I can only get 6 people on. I'm not sure if that includes myself, but then at least we can talk with each other, which I think will be really nice instead of just talking in the chat. So enjoy this magical, wonderful ride of really beautiful animal cards. So they're animal power cards, and they were created in a very big space, a very deep space, 2 weeks ago, so 3 weeks ago. So where am I? Now I'm lost. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, are you ready? They really are beautiful, even if I must say so myself. So enjoy the portal as you walk through into this incredible realm, into a whole new dimension, into a whole new earth, to protect our beautiful creatures that give us so much. And hold your magic feather with you, your feather of delight and fantasy, all earthed and based in reality. So behold the amazing animals. The world has been created. They have been set here on this planet, and we have been given custody over them. It's not our planet. It's actually the animal planet, because it's a library planet. Oh yeah, and from very ancient times back, some of the first people, the first living things to be on the planet were these incredible fungi, psychedelic magical moments. Yeah, and that's why there's so many different trees. So I do love the stag. He's one of the guardians of all. The snow animals. The pantherate will get into the animals. And this is crow. Flamingo is very special for me. My father had a company called Flamingo Plastics. Yeah, for many years. Yeah. So she is the keeper and the blesser of all these sacred animals. I just feel that it's her job right now and part of my job. So again, enter through the portal with your blessed crystals and our beautiful light codes. Ta-da! They are woven together with lots of pearls and gold and sacredness. So owl, elephant, beautiful strength and community. Arctic fox. I should actually tell you what they're doing. Hey, because they've got a lot of writing to them. Oops. What have I done? Oh no. Oh no. Let me see. But no, they're not going to be in order. So we'll skip that. We'll leave that for Karen to do. I'll make sure that they go in alphabetical order. So we have beautiful fox and polar bear. So let me know which one resonates with you. And for Chloe, I was thinking of this card when I read what Chloe put up. They're just so cute. They look like they've been made in a Disney studio. So there was another regal, wonderful penguin. I love the penguin because the father does a lot of the work. And sacred whale, the keeper of ancient mysteries, one of the oldest keepers. And sacred tortoise, who came to land. But this is sacred turtle who holds. I don't know how old are turtles. I know that crocodiles are over 200 million years old. It's kind of old. And dolphins and whales, have got armholes in them. I love walrus. Walrus is just so magnificent and so regal. Hey, are they pretty? Hey, they are pretty. Yeah. So I'm going to put them into a book. Aztecs. What's that? For who? Astaxanthin is the nutrient they need. Oh, the shrimp, flamingos. Oh, flamingos. Tomatoes could be great. I'm going to get, yeah. I don't know how to send a thing. You'd have to ask Josh to send you hey, Karen, if I can figure it out, you can figure it out. I still haven't figured it out, but you will manage to figure it out. I don't know how, I still don't know. I still need to connect more with people. Yeah. Is that what flamingos eat? Flamingos turn pink by the shrimp they eat, yeah. That's what really bothers me hugely is that there's actually 80 cards here, so if I want to show them to you all. Yeah, overall, the one's 150 years old and he's still living. The one that was with Darwin. Do you know what you know that Darwin just threw that? He didn't believe what he wrote himself. He just at the end, what he presented, and he admitted to it, was like, yeah, a lot of fact there is survival of the fittest, but he really just threw a whole lot of stuff that he sucked out of his bum, and not the illuminated bum hole, just his bum hole, and he threw it just to make a sensation. And he was apparently a really nasty, horrible man. He wasn't fun to be with. Shame. Shame. I am the walrus. Goo goo gajoop. Yellow mellow custard. Dripping from a dead dog's eyes. I love it. It was one of the songs I sang to my children as a nursery rhyme. So as soon as we've got them, I'm sure then I'm sure KB would love a pack of my cards. What's your power animal, KB? Who do you relate to? Yeah, they eat shrimp. I know they used to give them carrots at our zoo in South Africa. But what worries me is that the plankton in the ocean which is what whales eat. Yeah, and obviously lots of that's the krill and the plankton. But they're so microscopic and they are being killed by suntan lotion.
Cuckoo, cuckoo. Yes. Are you the walrus, Mr. Floyd?
Cats. I did because let me just go back here and have a look where they are. So hopefully and please support it. Just like make me feel marvelous because it'll be like a coffee table book. But I can't do the cards. It's like I've researched to do it. It's like so complicated. Then we have bunny. And then we have wild hare. And we have wolf, white wolf. They're all white. Yes, they're all very sacred, power, beautiful spirit animals. We decided to have another wolf. I just love the embellishment. And this is snow leopard and snow owl. And you see that one. This one's for Josh. This one's on Sodalite. So that was a hint what I'm doing. This one was for Millie. Beautiful spider. Spiders came out so beautifully. Is another spider. Isn't she magnificent? She's absolutely beautiful. And dragonfly. The little dreaming. Dragonfly is dreaming. And moth. Moon moth. Did anybody ever read that book, Ants? I think it was Ants. It was called Ants. And of course, I love this opal. It came out so beautiful. So I think that this is another ant here. That this style of creating is, and of course we've got worm, we've got caterpillar, because we are caterpillar. We need to embrace a lot of those other strange things, like this is hummingbird. Another hummingbird. And frog. Isn't frog beautiful? Has anybody done that stuff? The moth spiders are beautiful. They're beautiful, hey? The horses are coming. I didn't do coyote. I did go. I had intended, but now that we don't have this edition, so it's kind of like a limited edition. I don't know if they keep changing them with ChatGPT. Yeah. You've got to see them like that. Your fire ants gone. They're mad, eh? They really are mad. So yeah, I wanted to do, but I will do another set where I wanted to do like the more exotic animals, but then to do them in bronzes and golds and those rich colors. But I'll have to see how I'm going to create them. Oops, wrong one. So let's see what else we got here. And bat, I love bat, and they're all beautiful. Each one is more beautiful than the next. The only one those were for me a bit disappointing, but they're still beautiful. And snake, transmutation, and mouse, little mouse. Beautiful elephant. I like elephant, the mother of the pack, and trout, salmon who swims against the stream. This was, but it didn't come out so nicely, so I didn't know. Chloe, do you see how beautifully they've strung the crystals? Aren't they stunning? Ladybug. Source of joy and happiness. Little, what's the thing called? A hedgehog on a piece of calcite. And porcupine. And I think that's crow. Yeah, and that's raven. And eagle. It's a very camp eagle. And flamingo. And that's the only one that's got two, because that will be on the front cover, because it's me and my daddy. And the feather, the whisperer, that gets me to write. And horse. I don't know if I like that one, but I don't know if I like that one. But they're both beautiful. One's like a wild one. And stag. And bumblebee. And dog, that's my dog. More like my dog. And then there's cat. Oh wait, no, there's butterfly. And otter. And skunk. What else? Skunk. And squirrel. I think there's another squirrel. Squirrel. And bear. There's cat. So those will have your domestic cat, because I thought if we've got dog, we had to have cat. And crocodile. And phoenix. And fox. Foxy lady coming to get you. This is one of my favorites. It was the last one I did. Then I did a couple afterwards. But it was sloth. I just laughed and laughed the whole evening away. But I just kept coming to look at sloth. I do like sloth. And I've been lucky enough to see real sloths. An octopus. That came up somewhere else. Somebody had had an octopus dream. So I did octopus for them. And alligator. And this was like the last page, which is a blending of alligator and crocodile. But you just think those guys are over 200 million years old. I mean, some of them have died. They're not each one, but you know what I mean. Their energy. And then there's also, there is beaver. I did. Who did I send it to? Oh, I sent it to Millie. I thought it got half the conversation with my half an eye. And then I don't know if she sent it on to you. Oh, how's that alligator? It's just in total glory. There we go. Beaver is girl medicine. Yeah. So there, I've shared my birthday gift with you. That was my gift to everybody. He's cool. Isn't he such a beautiful spirit animal? I saw a skunk that was white with black stripe before. Yeah. Or maybe it was an albino. I've had them. Yeah, there's so many missing, but as I said, we can't. I saw on YouTube there's some girl that had actually, she was terrified of spiders, and then she befriended a rain spider in her home. Oh no, not a rain spider, I think a jumping spider. The moth is beautiful. So hopefully I will have them, and then I'll let you know next week, because it's even if you they get so pernickety on Amazon that it's got to be exactly within that mark, and if it's like half a centimeter out, then they won't, then they reject it, so you have to keep redoing it. Aren't you? Well, who brought up Rammstein? Talk about ants. Have you ever watched? No. I mean, I've watched some. We were very starved in South Africa. We didn't get our politics. We didn't get the bands coming out. They would come, and there's a white alligator. Yeah, and you know what was? I was in tears with alligator because I did that. And I just like really tuned into the ancientness and of water, and how strong and powerful they are to all indigenous cultures. Many other people out of the indigenous cultures see them as like dark magic and won't go near crocodile images. But the thing that the crocodile, who's been around for over 200 million years, guys, he knows the sacred waters of this planet, and has, by the Western civilization, has been reduced to belts, bags, buckles, and belts, and bags, suitcases, and jackets. That's all in shoes. Sorry, belt, bags, buckles, and shoes. That's what the crocodile has been reduced to. Maybe a bit of meat. It's sick. It just kind of made me really distressed. They are very special. Yeah, interesting. So this I'll tell you. So she, and I didn't save it, but it was, maybe you can Google it. And she befriended the spider in her house. Then she started to build it a little nest, and she would feed it with plants and bring little worms for it to eat. And she was so distressed that it disappeared for a couple of weeks. And then they found him in a drawer somewhere. So she built him another little house. And he comes out to talk and to play. And she said she would never have realized what an amazing relationship you could have with a spider. So, yeah. So maybe you can build a little house for for your jumping spider. Yeah. Thank you, Fatima. I will do. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, I have beautifully enjoyed sharing my beautiful pictures with you. And so these will be like a limited edition, hey? Because if you can't like get these, it doesn't create like this anymore on ChatGPT. So maybe I'll save them for next week, because quite a while ago I did. Well, I think maybe Patrick and I broke ChatGPT. He did for sure. Because I did quite a lot with Lemuria, but I'll share that another time. I'll share that next week with you. It was like really quite psychedelic as well, but I really enjoyed doing the cards, and that was just part of my grounding and to do animal spirit cards. But I'm still like battling how to actually get them printed. And to America, because I don't have any people here in Germany, and it's just would cost way too much to send them from here. And also just to do them on a one-off order thing is, because obviously the more that you print, the cheaper they are. But I will keep. Oh man, who called them Nazi? Must be somebody in Europe. Thank you, Chloe. And I am working on some, as you can see, I'm working on some other beautiful cards, especially for Chloe. Hitler led by the right hand. They do talk like him, though. That's like so. They've got that very Berlin accent, that very guttural accent. Oh, thank you. Yeah, they're from Germany. I think they're from Berlin, and they've been around forever. And I know that they're very educated as well. The one guy's a pyrotechnician, which is why they always work with fire. But yeah, that's where Rammstein did go to South Africa, I think, when I wasn't there. Madonna went to South Africa when I wasn't there. Everybody went when I left. But we didn't have them in South Africa. They would go to a little neighboring state called Bophuthatswana, which was quite far away, quite a few 100 miles away, on like a very back road. So that was because they wouldn't sing in our country. They wouldn't what's the word? Perform in South Africa. Yeah. And for very mainstream South Africans, no, but most South Africans don't know that much about alternative music. They know the hit parade. I had this, I was very lucky. I had a husband when I was married. He was 7 years older than me, and he had a brother that was 7 years older than him. So he was at university in the 50s, his brother. And he was very alternative and had an amazing collection of obscure American music, mainly American music. And Michael also had this very interesting taste in music. So I just gobbled up all that music. I was very, very lucky to have such an influence in my life. So, and then it was so strange. I didn't listen to music. I only listened to music for the guitar. I used to love the guitar. So that was my my focus on hounding music. So, but even people like Dixie Chicken and more obscure people that I would hound. Yeah, two are from Berlin and a couple on the other side. It's just another brick in the wall. Absolutely. Thanks for that, Yolanda. Yeah. And Rammstein is an airport. It was a army airport. So, and now they still have, I don't know why they called it Rammstein. I really don't know. I'll have to find that out. But they they have big concerts there every year at that airport base. Are they there then? Oh, I thought they were a bit earlier, 1992. Okay. Ah, okay. That's why I also got tapped in some of the grunge, yeah. Yeah. It's quite nice. Yeah. Yeah, no, and then I had a very strong classical music upbringing and opera and stuff. And my father liked jazz because jazz was banned. They just got jazz here in Germany, in Berlin, and then it was banned before the war. Yeah. Yeah, and then my daughter did the whole grunge and the Marilyn Manson and then I did Nina Hagen. She did a lot of the hectics, and then the Nirvana. They were from the Kids and Guns N' Roses, and I just loved it. And I was working with those Russian psychics at the time, and it was really interesting because the higher that you go, the heavier you need your music, and that's why the Japanese use those huge big daikon drums, boom, boom, boom. And then Alex's father got very into house music, which was very nice. But I liked, and then I got into that, like that lots of that music to slit your wrists by girl music, Tori Amos, and that's what I like. And what was her name? Sarah McLachlan. Yeah. Ah, you heard Rammstein. Dale, do you like Rammstein? And what are the others? KD, where's Josh? He knows KDPX or something. There are a lot of those bands in a similar vein as Rammstein. It's really nice. The more that I stayed in Germany, the more that I could actually understand them. Yeah. Yeah, Chloe, yeah. Tori and Ceres, they're beautiful. They're really beautiful. Sarah McLachlan had such an when she did that, what's the Touched by an Angel or whatever it is. She didn't do a video for it. Well, she did, but she didn't do a music video for it. What she did, she took the money that was supposed to create In the Arms of an Angel. She took the money that she'd allocated for creating a video, and she went and she dug a well in Africa and gave a village water in Africa. And she was way ahead of her time and started a big thing doing that. Well, she spoke obviously to everybody, and they all put their money together. And no extra money, just the money that it would have cost. But she's still got a video because they virtually did it by hand with a camera. So, and it's an amazing, it's In the Arms of an Angel. So there's no great funky special effects and anything on that video. Yeah. But yeah, we didn't have anything. And you must know in South Africa, a lot of music was banned. Reggae was banned. I was like quite horrified when I realized that reggae was banned because it had a message for the Black people of empowerment. Yeah. I am. Thank you, Grace. Did you miss? You'll have to go back and look at the replay and see the cards that are popped up. So as I said, hopefully by next week I'll have printed them. Thank you. Yes, I am. I'm having a very beautiful birthday. I feel like I'm cheating you a little bit out of stuff, but I gave you soul candies. I gave you something really deeply from my heart to have a look at. Yeah. Yeah, I got into a lot of that for a while, and I would like go to these young teenage clubs and sneak out in the middle because I had so much energy. So I'd sneak in the middle of the night and go and shake my head around a lot. Um, it was all that music. When I was growing up, when I was young, I liked T-Rex, Tommy Bolin. I was very much, and Bowie, of course. I was very enamored with Bowie. I had a crazy aunt who lived next door who never grew up. So she was an actress. So she was quite, and Cream. I was very young then, yeah. So I mean, I was listening to, yeah, so that's some of her. But along with that came The Prophet, read by Richard Burton, and Jesus Christ Superstar was wonderful. That was also banned in South Africa. She had a lot of banned things that we really shouldn't have been banned, but were banned, yeah. Yeah. So you have made my birthday really beautiful, everybody. Love, 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 absolutely love Mr. Bowie. And did you know that, what's his name? Don't eat that here. Frank Zappa and Hendrix. But Hendrix I only got into later. Queen I got into because I liked their crazy music. But I couldn't play that music at home. My father wouldn't have that. Not that he was judgmental, but it just like never occurred to me that I would even do that. Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, Dale, I'm glad Dale's here because he'll know that we didn't. We were so starved. When I went to England, and I was much older. Yeah, I went in the early 90s. Well, I mean, I've been before, but I went in different things, and I went to a lot of concerts and opera and theater and etc. etc. I was really like totally indulged, and I would just fill up with so much, and I would just like overflow with tears. And I was so angry at the English for starving us in South Africa because we got such crap and mediocre shit that we had to listen to and that we had to deal with. And we were just starved of culture, and there was no necessity for it because there really wasn't an embargo on our stuff because everybody got our wines and our fruit that had money to pay for it. The wines, there was so sanctions and all of that kind of was a part of a huge awakening for me. So it was all such BS, They never starved for wines. But we starved for culture, which would have made us a very, very different people. I was like really angry with England at the time. Considering also that the people that I was staying with was also, oh, hello, Peachy. And how's Alice? Say Alice, I say, whoop. Yeah, we were very starved. We had some really good South African bands. But I don't know, they have such attitude. And then we had African music, but nobody knew that. I was, I think, the only person in South Africa that actually walked those streets. Well, I never saw another white person, so I must have been the only person. Because I would go down to my father's factory and then I would sneak off down these little side roads and I'd go to the African music shops, and they were tiny. They were like the size of a small toilet. And we're just jam-packed with this music, but like incredible jazz, a lot of really incredible jazz. What did my mother used to call it? Well, besides thump a lot. But it's mixed with a lot of it. It's mixed with a lot of tribal music, and the earth really shakes, yeah. Oh, that's so interesting. In Tanzania, very interesting. I never went to Tanzania. A beautiful birthday, thank you. I'm definitely, when are you going live? I'm expecting a card from you, Blessed Care Bear, Blessed Karen. I do want one card. I want a reading. So I don't know if you're going live today or tomorrow. So please I'm going to say bye now because I'm going to eat something delicious. And I have surprisingly had a very beautiful birthday. So thank you so much for making my birthday very beautiful and for sharing these beautiful things and for sharing beauty and love and blessings with me. I did need them. Thank you, Chloe. I did need them. Thank you very much. I needed to know I've been loved. Thank you. Yeah, and I will let you know they should be finished putting them together in a book form because I've got all the writing and all these beautiful images. So we'll just pop them into a nice book form and I will let you know. I have not been to, have I been to an African wedding? No, I've been to a Hindu wedding. No. Have you? I've been to church. I've been to African church. Okay. I will look out for you for tomorrow. I'll hunt you down. I love your channel, Karen. It's really beautiful. You've got such beautiful ears. I was going to say energy, but I decided the ears popped out much better. You've also got ears. Bzzz. I have a very soft thing here. I can't even think of these names. My brain is like, I hope my brain clears out a little bit. Fontanelle. It's still very soft. Thank you, beautifuls. Thank you, Millie. Did you see the pictures? I hope you saw them. And if you didn't, go back. Otherwise, they'll be available next week. Well, Dale, have you been to an African wedding? But I've lived in not lived. I've visited people in villages, and it's very humbling. Hey, they treat the yards. They're so beautiful. Yeah. Thank you. I will read up on Gabriel. And we had Emerald Dragon. I saw a red dragon in Madrid, like a ruby, but I will take the Emerald Dragon. Come out. That was cool. And thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. Oh, awesome. I love the Nigerians. To 3. Wow. So I'm going to love, thank you, we'll talk. Let me know, should we do the birthing session tomorrow or we'll do it on Thursday? Okay, so Thursday we're going to open up. I'll put a link on Discord so you can just click the link and then you come in like Patrick. And I can take 6 people and we'll just do the birthing. We'll decide later on if we want to, depend what comes out. If we want to put it up on the internet, we don't have to. So 2 rings to ring up and down your spine to keep that beautiful gold energy like a little waterfall. Let it keep going like an automatic, like an automatic lift shaft. Just put it on automatic. I forgot to finish. Yogananda was breathing up and down the spine, especially up to the medulla oblongata, saying Om as much as you possibly can, and don't forget the straight spine. So blessings up. Thank you, Victor. Did you see the pictures? Oh. Going up, around our head and going down. And just, keep everything. They're beautiful and clear today. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, family. Thank you for brightening up my spirit and my day so much and for pouring such beautiful blessings onto this year. And everybody have the most amazing New Year tomorrow, which indeed it is, or April Fools if you prefer. So many, many, many blessings. Thank you. And we will see you at Victor's. I might pop in the middle of the night. Love. Thanks, everybody. Bye.